Hi, I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks rose Tuesday after the release of the new US inflation data, while traders awaited a key Federal Reserve policy decision. US consumer price inflation eased more than expected in November to its lowest level in almost a year. The rate of increase in the consumer price index fell to 7.1% last month, lower than the 7.3% forecast by economists and down from the 7.7% in October. It is the lowest level since December of 2021. Overall CPI rose 0.1% from the previous month, less than 0.4% from the increase in October. Investors are now anticipating the Federal Reserve's next rate hiking decision at the conclusion of its two-day policy meeting on Wednesday. Traders are largely pricing in a 50 basis point increase, a slight decline from the previous 4 hikes. Overnight, the Dow rose 0.3% after surging more than 700 points earlier in the day. The S&P 500 added 0.73%, while the Nasdaq Composite rose 1.01%. However, major indexes came off their best levels as the day continued. At session highs, the S&P 500 was up 2.77%, while the Nasdaq Composite advanced 3.84%. On the energy transition front, in a landmark achievement, US scientists have achieved energy gain in a fusion reaction for the first time, heralding the breakthrough as evidence that the technology could eventually provide an abundant, zero-carbon alternate to fossil fuels. It is believed that this breakthrough is the first tentative step towards a clean energy source that could revolutionize the world. And Canada intends to accelerate new projects process as part of the critical minerals strategy. Canada's Natural Resources Minister, Jonathan Wilkinson, wants critical minerals projects to be built in less than a decade, driven by government efforts to cut red tape. Presently, the government estimates show that it can take up to 25 years for a mining project to become operational. And China began a WTO dispute over American chip export controls. Beijing accused the United States of trade protectionism by effectively blocking tech companies from selling advanced chips to China, hampering the Chinese tech industry. At the same time, Japan and the Netherlands are in talks to join the US in tightening export controls on chip-making machinery. Across the sectors, energy and REITs are among the sector leaders. Social media stocks rallied after headlines about a congressional push to ban TikTok. Energy rallied alongside crude, with oil services one of the best performing areas. EVs were weighed down by Tesla, which fell 4%. In the ASX today, the SPI futures are pointing to a 0.2% gain. Thank you for listening.